Harry Jerry, you should be watching me. Jake Tran has exposed the world's evils, specifically the evil that takes place in the United States in a well fact-checked and transparent manner. I applaud him for the information I was able to inquire about his content. It is truly eye-opening for the methods a wealthy person uses to become wealthy by the use of modern-day slavery. Not saying I will personally use those tactics, but I am more watchful of the people that govern the modern world, since I know that they don't have the mind and most people's best interests at heart. The evils he has exposed are corporations like Impossible Foods, Johnson & Johnson, Chiquita Banana Company, Coca-Cola, BlackRock, and Monsanto. That last corporation, Monsanto, has caused a lot of diseases and death in people all across the world. Monsanto controls the modern day food supply, and that was information I was not aware of before I started watching Jake Tran videos. Having said that, kind of makes me think why a corporation like Monsanto can let a guy like Jake Tran live. After all, they do own the world's food supply, so they definitely have the money and means to end him. On top of that, their company has been known to kill before, and many people at that. And I'm not saying or encouraging the death of Jake Tran, but I do wonder why he is alive after exposing a company that powerful. Especially after Andrew Tate got arrested, who really didn't expose anything at all, or not at all, in comparison to what Jake Tran has, so that's been a mystery for me. Andrew Tate just says things like how you're not supposed to let the modern media distract you from achieving your goals, because there definitely is a modern media problem, but that is really not news to most people above Generation Z. Generation Z being the main victims of the modern media consumption. What really is a problem is what Jake Tran has been exposing, which is the poison that we consume on a day-to-day basis, like Coke, water from the faucet, and every plant and food we eat, since it is sprayed by pesticides and genetically altered by GMOs. The effects of the foods have been increasing in each generation that follows, lowering people's IQs and physical growth in the process. For someone in Generation C who wants to become someone like Andrew Tate would be a lot difficult, since their growth has been altered more substantially than Andrew Tate's generation of millennials. After all, you are what you eat, so the food that you eat can affect your attention span and memory retention rate, and no amount of motivation can truly cure that problem. It seems to me that Andrew Tate is still in the matrix, since he is not going beyond the point of self-motivated advice. If people actually focus on doing something about the food we eat, it would actually fix the root of so many modern day problems. So I asked the question, why isn't Jake Tran dead or unlawfully arrested for that matter? And the theory I came up with is that he is able to get away with exposing America's dirty laundry because America is getting closer to the end of its reign, and so Jake Tran has been given permission by the elites to do so. Corinthians chapter 4 verse 5 states, "Therefore, judge nothing before the appointed time. Wait until the Lord comes. He will bring to light what is hidden in darkness and will expose the motives of the heart. And that time each will receive their praise from God." And I quote, "People in America have to prepare themselves for what is to come. This is not the time to be trying to be rich and evil by exploiting other people for labor and resources the way Jake Tran has been trying to teach people. The option of staying dangerous is long gone. Now is the time to gather food and buy generators to keep your way of life sustainable because of the coming crisis that can come at any given time." Revelations chapter 12 verse 12 states, "Therefore you heavens rejoice, and all who reside in them. But woe to the earth and the sea, because the devil has come down to you. He is filled with terrible anger, for he knows that he only has a little time." And I quote, "This is just another video I made that belongs to my fake news segment of my YouTube channel, so it is really nothing to worry about. Or is it?"
I did late.